Obviously, we're talking about our upcoming matchup with Vermont in the quarterfinals. Something we're familiar with, obviously, from last season. And I think, we've played them fairly recently, which, I don't know if it means that's a good thing or a bad thing, but the fact of the matter is that, we're comfortable as to what we saw recently, and I'm sure that they feel the same way. Our first time we played them was earlier in the season, so that game's been quite a while. But, if we follow up on last weekend, the disappointment was, obviously we didn't play well at all on Friday, but I thought, we played well enough to win on Saturday, but nothing to show for it, didn't get it done, so we lost that. The championship, more so than the number one seed, I mean, at this point, you got to play come the quarterfinal round. I don't think if you look at all the matchups, they're all good, they're all going to be tough, and the team that plays best over the weekend moves on, regardless of what's happened. It's like a whole new season now, as we all know.
Win or lose, how important was it that you played much better last night?
I think it's important. I mean, and I said that, to the coaches and shared that with the team. I mean, I was pleased, overly, I was overall pleased with the way we came back on Saturday. I mean, hey, they're a real good team. Like I said, I mean, I think they're probably might be the best team in the country to defend the champs, and there's reason for that. They're a very talented team. But I thought we played very well on Saturday, and we had it. I think the second goal was a killer for us. That all being said, yeah, I think it's real important that we played well, knowing that against a team like that we can go head to head with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how you got to play all the time, regardless of whether teams you fight for the championship or you're playing the seventh place team in the league. So the habits that we did on Saturday night were much better than they were on Friday night, and we need to have those habits from here on in the rest of the season.
What were those specifically? What were you doing better?
Just the back pressure, the checking. We were just quicker. We handled the puck better, much better on Saturday night. I thought we were much more aggressive. They did a very good job against us on Friday night. They didn't let us in the zone. They did a very good job in the neutral zone. We had a difficult time getting the puck behind them. We did a better job on Saturday. I think we simplified the game, got it behind them, and moved our feet and just played with a sense of urgency, and just overall play was much better. Yeah, I hope so. And I think it's if he plays like everybody played on Saturday night, he'll have that opportunity. I think it's not only Paul, but Friday night we stood around and we got after it on Saturday night. So, but historically, this has been, he might have got points, but this has been a pretty good matchup with this team. I know we've had a couple of games. I mean, that game that we beat them earlier in the year, 5-1, was not indicative of the game. Believe me, it was. I think it was 1-1 with 10 minutes to go in the second period, and we were being outshot, if I'm not mistaken. We ended up winning at 5-1, and we had I think a 6-1 win last year, the first game, and get shut out for 2 games. So all of those things, this is going to be a tough series, no doubt about it.
Well, how about talking particularly about playing Vermont again, kind of a repeat of last year, which results-wise certainly wasn't
No, last year is definitely in all of our minds, that's for sure. We, not the freshmen, but like the upperclassmen that were here for last year, weren't too happy about that, and we're definitely looking forward to play them again, that's for absolute sure.
What about that series? I mean, obviously the first night you guys scored a lot of goals and you won relatively easily.
Yeah.
And then what happened? It must have been frustrating too.
Honestly, I don't try to think about the past too much, so I don't really remember that well what happened.
1-0 twice.
Yeah, I do remember that,
Yeah.
but I don't try to think on the past. I just kind of focus on the future. It is frustrating when you I think we put up 7 goals the first night or something like that. We just gotta continue to play well like we did against BC last weekend. Obviously, we didn't get the result that we wanted to, but if we play the way we played there or at home here, I think we should do pretty well. But we have to come out with the same intensity that we did in the first and second period of BC.
Realize you guys have to move on from what happened last weekend.
Yes.
Just given how long you led the division and everything, how disappointed were you guys given what happened?
It's kind of frustrating. I mean, it would be great to have the trophy in our locker room again. But you know, I think BC, we won it last year, the regular season. They ended up winning the Hockey East, so we can look at it that way as well. But yeah, it is frustrating, but you know, it is what it is, and we have to move on and come out and play Vermont and hopefully get into the Hockey East Finals.
From probably the beginning of the season, guys have been talking about, I think you want to get back. One of the goals is to get to Boston.
Yeah, yeah.
You and the kids in the class above you have not been there.
Yeah,
and stuff,
no.
So it's a pretty good motivator.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've heard great things about it. It should be a good time, and I mean, it's in the Boston Garden. I've actually never been there. I'm looking forward to being there, and so we got to, like I said, come out and play if we can, and we hopefully and should make it down there.
How important was it that you guys, you didn't win the game against BC, but
Yeah.
how important was it for you to bounce back and at least play well?
Oh, it's huge. Like that Friday night was really a bad game for us. We didn't play well at all. But when we came back here Saturday night, it showed that we can play with anybody. I mean, they're a top-ranked team in the nation, and we were up on them, and we played really well. You know, it ended up us losing, but it really showed us as a team and gave us a motivation that we can play with the big dogs in the country.
Guys,
Definitely, I think so.
The seniors are the only ones that have played down there, so you guys must be pretty driven to.
Yeah, definitely a big goal.
Have the seniors talked to you guys about?
Oh yeah, everybody's made it pretty clear that that's definitely our goal and where we want to be and how exciting it is and worthwhile to go there and how it's just we need to get there.
Well, you just need to get past them on, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I know you guys have to move forward now, but can you just talk about how disappointed the locker room was given what happened last weekend? You guys hold on to that Hockey East first place for so long and then lose it the last weekend.
Obviously, those are two tough losses. You know, Friday was a tougher game, and Saturday we felt we played hard and did a lot of little things right. We just couldn't get that extra one for push to get it done. That was definitely frustrating for the whole team. But now we definitely have to just look forward towards Vermont and keep doing those little things and keep moving forward and pressing hard.
Even though you didn't win last Saturday, how important was it for you guys to bounce back and at least play well?
Oh, it's very important. Friday, we know we didn't play as well as we could have, and it was definitely very frustrating about that. And then Saturday, we knew, you know, this is crunch time now. We gotta get her going, play well, bounce back from that, and show what we can do.
You guys have given up 4 goals the last 2 games. How do you feel about your defensive game right now, going into the playoffs?
I think we're still a very tight defensively team. We just need to move the puck better out of our zone and just make sure we're doing those little things in the defensive zone, picking up guys, doing our coverage correctly, and just get the puck out.
What about DG in net? He hasn't had any playoff experience. I know he's played in some big games this year, but just is there any emphasis on kind of covering him a little bit more? Or?
I mean, DG's played unbelievable all year.
Yep.
We really have no qualms about what he's going to do. We know he's going to come out and play well now. We all have to come out and play well and just keep going forward.
Just winning last Saturday, you know, everyone's been talking about how how much better of a game, I guess, than Friday it was. But does that give you more drive almost, the fact that you lost that game but you still played really well going into this weekend against
Oh,
Vermont?
definitely think so. You know, we were so close to having that win, and now we want to go out and get a win and keep going and moving forward and keep winning.
You did not play in the Vermont series last year, the playoff series here?
No, I did not, no.
How tough was that for you to watch that, particularly in the last 2 games of that?
Yeah, last year was difficult to watch, definitely. Just real excited to be playing in the playoffs this year and hopefully have a better result.